In a world full of distractions and uncertainties, the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy offers a powerful guide to inner peace and resilience. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and to let go of everything else. But how can these ancient lessons be applied to our modern lives? How can we cultivate self-discipline, patience, and clarity amidst the chaos of everyday struggles? This video explores some of the most potent Stoic quotes that can change how you think, act, and live. By embracing these principles, you'll learn how to master your emotions, find strength in adversity, and live purposefully. Whether you're facing personal challenges, dealing with difficult people, or simply seeking a deeper understanding of yourself, Stoicism offers practical tools. Are you curious how these teachings can lead to a more fulfilling life? If you find value in these ideas and want to explore more content like this, subscribe to our channel. Join us as we dive deeper into the wisdom of the Stoics and discover how it can transform your outlook on life. 1. Control and acceptance. A fundamental teaching of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can control and cannot. This simple yet profound principle shapes the way we approach life's challenges. According to the Stoics, what lies within our control are things like our opinions, desires, and actions. We can shape, direct, and refine these aspects of our lives. On the other hand, there are countless things beyond our control. Our bodies, our reputations, the actions of others, and even the events that unfold around us. Trying to control or obsess over these external factors only leads to frustration, anxiety, and disappointment. The key to peace, then, is to accept this division. We must focus our energy and attention on what is within our control while learning to let go of the rest. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity. Instead, it empowers us to act wisely and purposefully in areas where we have influence. When we embrace this mindset, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable, and in doing so, we find a greater sense of calm and stability. 2. Self-awareness and societal expectations. Stoicism pushes us to question our desire for approval and admiration from others, particularly from those whose values we may not even respect. It's easy to fall into the trap of seeking societal validation. Still, Stoic wisdom challenges this mindset by asking, why crave the admiration of people who might not share your principles or clarity of thought? Marcus Aurelius, a key figure in Stoicism, warns us about the dangers of being swayed by societal expectations and the opinions of others. To live a fulfilling life, we must be driven by our sense of virtue and purpose rather than the crowd's applause. When we seek approval from those who are themselves confused or misguided, we are, in essence, chasing illusions. Accurate self-awareness comes from recognizing that external admiration is fleeting and often based on shallow criteria. The Stoic path teaches us to look inward, align ourselves with our values, and live according to principles rather than the opinions of others. By doing this, we free ourselves from the constant need for validation and cultivate a life of true integrity and inner peace. 3. Living in the present. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the reminder to live fully in the present moment. The Stoics teach us that life is fleeting and the past and future are beyond our control. What truly matters is the here and now, the only moment where we can act, think, and make choices. Death is a constant theme in Stoicism, not as something to fear, but as a motivator to live well while we still have time. We are encouraged to remember that our lives could end at any moment, and this awareness should shape how we live today. It's a call to action, urging us to stop procrastinating, to cease worrying about what lies ahead, and to focus on making the most of the present. The Stoic approach encourages us to appreciate life's impermanence and see each day as an opportunity to do good, act with purpose, and align our actions with our values. Instead of being distracted by distant concerns or regrets, Stoicism teaches us to ground ourselves in the present because this is where true fulfillment lies. 4. Patience and process. One of the most profound lessons from Stoicism is the understanding that nothing truly great is achieved overnight. The Stoics often use nature to illustrate this point. Just as a fig doesn't ripen immediately after blooming, our personal growth, goals, and successes also require time and patience. This teaches us that life is not instant gratification but steady, deliberate progress. Stoicism encourages us to approach our endeavors with diligence and persistence and focus on the process, not just the outcome. Instead of rushing or forcing results, we are advised to trust the natural rhythm of things. There is a time for everything, and just like a fruit that needs time to ripen, our efforts will yield results when the moment is right. The Stoic mindset reminds us that impatience leads to frustration, while patience cultivates resilience. By embracing the process and understanding that each step brings us closer to our goals, we can find fulfillment in the journey rather than being fixated on the result. 5. Responding to life's challenges. Stoicism views life as a constant training ground for developing inner strength and resilience. The Stoics believe that every hardship we encounter is an opportunity to practice the virtues we've been cultivating. Whether pain, anger, or desire, each challenge is a chance to test and strengthen our self-control. Rather than reacting impulsively to difficult situations, Stoicism teaches us to pause and reflect. We are urged not to be swept away by our immediate emotions or impressions. Instead, we should examine them and respond with reason. This practice helps us develop habits of patience, fortitude, and calmness in the face of adversity. The Stoic approach is one of proactive preparation, training ourselves mentally and emotionally for life's inevitable difficulties. By viewing challenges not as obstacles but as exercises to build our character, we shift our mindset from victimhood to empowerment. In this way, Stoicism provides a robust framework for navigating the ups and downs of life with grace and inner strength. 6. Self-improvement and the Stoic path. At the heart of Stoicism lies the continuous pursuit of self-improvement. One of the most important lessons is to avoid self-conceit, believing that we already know everything or have nothing left to learn. Stoicism calls us to be humble, recognize our ignorance, and be open to growth. This mindset is essential for personal development. The Stoics emphasize that growth doesn't happen passively. If we want to cultivate virtues like patience, self-control, and wisdom, we must practice them intentionally. Habits are formed through repeated actions, so by consistently choosing to act with virtue, we gradually shape ourselves into better individuals. On the Stoic path, we don't strive for perfection but for progress. Each day offers a new opportunity to learn, improve, and overcome weaknesses. By embracing this mindset, we avoid blaming others or external circumstances and take responsibility for our growth. Stoicism teaches us that real change begins within, and the path to becoming a better person is a lifelong journey of learning and self-reflection. 7. Mutual assistance and unity. Stoicism highlights the importance of recognizing our interconnectedness as human beings. The philosophy teaches that we are all made for mutual assistance, much like the different parts of a body working together. Just as hands, feet, and eyes perform their functions in harmony, we, too, are meant to support one another in the broader context of society. Discord and conflict are seen as unnatural in the Stoic worldview. When we clash with others, we go against the very nature of our existence, which is grounded in cooperation and mutual benefit. Instead of viewing others as adversaries or competitors, Stoicism urges us to see them as partners in the shared human experience. This emphasis on unity fosters a mindset of compassion and patience, even in difficult people or challenging situations. We can approach interactions with understanding rather than hostility by embracing the idea that we are all in this together. The Stoic belief in mutual assistance encourages us to live with a spirit of collaboration, knowing that by helping others, we also help ourselves live by nature's design. 8. Dealing with external circumstances. One of the core principles of Stoicism is the understanding that external circumstances are neither inherently good nor bad. Our perception and response to them genuinely matter. The Stoics remind us that while we may not have control over what happens to us, we do have control over how we interpret and react to those events. Rather than allowing external situations to dictate our emotional state, Stoicism teaches us to maintain inner stability by focusing on our mindset. For instance, losing a job, facing criticism, or encountering unexpected challenges do not cause us distress. The meaning we attach to these events creates suffering. A Stoic strives to approach such moments calmly, seeing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. The key is not to let external circumstances sweep us away or define us. By cultivating this emotional detachment, we free ourselves from the roller coaster of external events and maintain a sense of peace, regardless of what life throws our way. In this sense, Stoicism provides a powerful tool for achieving mental clarity and resilience in life's unpredictability. 9. Freedom and desire. In Stoic philosophy, true freedom doesn't come from fulfilling every desire but from mastering those desires. The Stoics teach that we become slaves to cravings when we constantly chase after things we want or avoid what we fear. Absolute freedom is found in self-discipline, controlling our desires rather than letting them control us. The Stoic path encourages us to recognize that external things, wealth, fame, pleasure, are fleeting and ultimately outside our control. Instead of seeking satisfaction through these temporary pursuits, Stoicism urges us to focus on inner virtues like self-restraint, courage, and wisdom. We find a more profound, lasting sense of contentment when we free ourselves from the endless pursuit of external validation or material gain. By destroying unnecessary desires and embracing self-control, we achieve a kind of liberation that no external circumstance can take away. This inner freedom allows us to navigate life with clarity and purpose, unshaken by the highs and lows of fortune. In this way, Stoicism offers a path to genuine independence, not through the satisfaction of every whim, but through the mastery of the self. 10. Life's impermanence and perspective. Stoicism constantly reminds us of the fleeting nature of life. According to this philosophy, everything we experience, time, success, and even our existence, is temporary. The Stoics encourage us to embrace this impermanence, not with fear, but with a deep appreciation for the present moment. Understanding that life is short helps us prioritize what truly matters and frees us from wasting time on trivial pursuits. Living with this awareness of impermanence brings clarity to our actions. Instead of getting caught up in worries about the past or anxieties about the future, the Stoic approach focuses on what we can do here and now. We are urged to make each moment count, knowing it may be our last. This perspective also helps us detach from external outcomes, such as pursuing wealth, status, or approval. Since these things are temporary, Stoicism teaches us not to be overly attached to them. Instead, the focus is on living with integrity, kindness, and purpose. By embracing the reality that life is short, we can live more fully, finding meaning and fulfillment in each passing moment. Conclusion. Stoicism offers a robust framework for navigating life's complexities by teaching us to focus on what we can control, to live with patience and purpose, and to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. By practicing self-discipline, rejecting the pursuit of external validation, and acknowledging life's impermanence, we can find inner peace and resilience amidst the chaos of everyday life. The Stoic path encourages us to cultivate virtues like patience, self-control, and unity with others while keeping our minds grounded in the present. It's not about eliminating desires or hardships, but mastering how we respond to them. By embracing these timeless teachings, we can lead more fulfilling lives guided by wisdom rather than impulse. As you reflect on these Stoic principles, I encourage you to take action in your own life. Start by focusing on the present, mastering your desires, and approaching challenges with strength and grace. If you found value in these insights and want to continue exploring the wisdom of Stoicism, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Together, we'll dive deeper into these transformative ideas and learn how to apply them daily for a greater sense of peace and purpose.